Hello everyone, I'm Rupali Meshram. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for my latest updates. Good morning students. Today we are going to start with Standard 8, History, Chapter 5, Social and Religious Reforms. Along with spread of English education, there was spread of new thoughts, new ideas, new philosophy. Indians were also introduced to Western thoughts and culture. Due to it, there were changes in social, religious, economic and cultural aspects of Indian society. The modern educated Indians became aware that the backwardness of India was due to superstitions, casteism, old customs, class system, and lack of critical outlook. It was necessary to eradicate the flaws and undesirable tendency for progress of the country and to create a new society based on the principles of humanity, equality, and fraternity. The educated thinkers started social awareness through writings to solve the various problems in the society. The intellectual awakening in the contemporary society is called Indian Renaissance. Era of religious and social reforms. Brahmo Samaj. In 1828, Raja Ram Mohan Roy established the Brahmo Samaj in Bengal. He had studied many languages and religions. Through it, his ideology of Advaita philosophy was developed. Monotheism, caste and class equality protest against rituals and following the way of prayers were the principles of Brahmo Samaj. He opposed sati practice, child marriage, pardha system. He promoted widow remarriages and female education. He founded Hindu College in Calcutta. He created public awareness through the newspaper Samvad Kumudi. Prarthana Samaj. Dadoba Pandurang Tarkhadkar established Paramhansa Sabha in Mumbai in 1848. Later, Paramhansa Sabha was dissolved and some of its members founded the Prarthana Samaj. Dadoba's brother Dr. Atmaram Pandurang was the first president of Prarthana Samaj. The prestige of the institution increased due to the enrollment of young graduates and from Mumbai University. Justice Ranade Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar carried forward the work of Prarthana Samaj. The opposition to ideal worship, monotheism, opposition to rituals were the principles of Prarthana Samaj. They stressed on devotion and prayers for removing the society and creating reforming. Prarthana Samaj started orphanage, women's education, institutes, night schools for workers and society for Dalits. Maharshi Vitthal Ramji Shinde, a member of Prarthana Samaj, established Depressed Class Mission. Through the mission, an attempt was made to solve the social problems. Satyashodhak Samaj. Mahatma Jyotirao Phule started the Satyashodhak Samaj in 1873. Satyashodhak Samaj worked on the principle of formation of society on basis of equality. They protested against untouchability. They advocated education among the depressed classes and women. Mahatma Phule reformed the society through the medium of books like ब्राह्मणाची कसब, गुलामगिरी, शेतकऱ्याचे असूड, and सार्वजनिक सत्यधर्म. He severely criticized the traditions and customs that made discrimination between men and women, or rather human beings himself. Arya Samaj. Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dhyananand Saraswati in 1875. He wrote the book Satyartha Prakash as a commentary on Vedas. Ancient Vedic religion is true religion which has no place for casteism. He asserted that there should be gender equality. Go back to Vedas was the slogan of Arya Samaj. The branches of Arya Samaj were open all over India. Many education institutions were established through the medium of Arya Samaj. Ramakrishna Mission. Ramakrishna Mission was established by Swami Vivekananda, a close disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhans in 1897. Ramakrishna Mission worked for service to the society. The mission worked for providing help to the famine-stricken people, patients, medical help to the poor, female education, and spiritual growth. Swami Vivekananda was an excellent orator. He attended the Parliament of Religions at Chicago in 1893 as representative of Hinduism. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved was the message given by him to the Indian youth. Social reforms among the Sikh. The Singh Sabha was established at Amritsar to achieve reforms in Sikh religion. This institute worked for spread of education among the Sikh community and bring in modernization among them. Later, the Akali movement continued the tradition of reformation. Emancipation of women. During the expansion of British rule in India, the position of women was very miserable. They had no right of education. They were not treated equally. Child marriage, dowry system, sati keshwapan, opposition to widow remarriage, such customs prevailed in the society. The then Governor Lord Bentinck took help of social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy to pass the Sati Prohibition Act. Gopal Hari Deshmukh, popularly known as Lokhitwadi, advocated gender equality through his writing in Shatapatra. In 1848, Mahatma Phule started the first school for girls at Bhedewada in Pune. His wife, Savitribai Phule, supported him. Savitribai Phule had to face great criticism during the society, but she continued the work in education. Mahatma Phule established the Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Griha in his own house. He conducted a strike of barbers against the custom of shaving the heads of the widows. For gaining permission to widow remarriage, Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Vishnu Shastri Pandit, and Virshay Lingam took up special efforts. In his newspapers, Sudharak Gopal Ganesh Agarkar gave his stanch opinion about child marriage, law of consent. Maharshi Vitthal Ramji Shinde organized a conference against the practice of Devdasi. In her book, Stri Purush Tulna, Tarabai Shinde very fiercely put up her views about women's rights. Maharshi Dhondo Karve started the Anath Balikashram, an orphanage for girls. His intention was to give education to all women and make them stand on their own feet. Through his efforts, the first women's university was set up in the 20th century. Pandita Ramabai founded the Sharda Sadan and took up the responsibility of taking care of disabled children and women. Ramabai Ranade, through the medium of Seva Sadan Institute, started the nursing course for women. She demanded the right to vote for women. Through articles, Dr. Ambedkar spoke about the injustice towards women. Mahatma Gandhi also advocated education of women. Women have given valuable contribution during the freedom movement. Women's reform movement helped in closing down many unjust practices in the society. The voice for problems against the women broke out. Women started putting up their own thoughts through their writings. Their performance in every sectors of life flourished due to education. Just think about it. First question: if the social reformers had not started the education of women, if the social reformers had not started education of women, they would not have been exposed to the world of reason, logic, Western philosophy, scientific approach, etc. Education is a very powerful tool to strengthen the position of women. If women had not been introduced to education, they would have continued to be exploited by other sections of the society. There would have been gender inequality, and women will not have been able to exhibit their talent in every sphere. Second question: at present, what kind of transformation is seen in the life of women due to education? At present, we see a very positive and healthy trend in the transformation of women, and this is due to the availability of education to women. Women have excelled in every field. Certain areas like armed forces, which were earlier dominated by men, have also seen the participation of women. Avani Chaturvedi, Bhavana Kant and Mohana Singh have become the first ever women to undergo fighter pilot training in Indian Air Force. Thus, become the face of transformation seen in the life of women today. Third question: do you think there is a need for taking further efforts regarding education to women? If yes, then what efforts need to be taken? Yes, this is so because in India there are still regions and areas where women are suppressed and controlled. Several schools still have not reached the remote areas in certain regions. As a result, women are denied the facility of education. Here, parents must be convinced about the positive effect of education girls or educating girls. In certain families, the family members are not willing to send their daughters to regions far away from their homes for education. In order to tackle this accessibility to schools in the rural areas, accessibility to schools in the rural areas must be increased and more schools must be built in such areas. Religious reforms among the Muslims. Abdul Latif started the social reform among the Muslim community. He established the Mohammedan Literary Society in Bengal. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. It later developed into the Aligarh Muslim University. He advocated Western science and technology. He firmly believed that Muslims could make progress only by studying modern education and science. Movement in Hindu society. In 1915, Hindu Mahasabha was established to give a respectable position to the Hindu community. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya laid the foundation of Banaras Hindu University. Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar in 1925 established Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh at Nagpur. Its aim was to set up a dictionary, disciplinary and virtuous organization of Hindu youth. V.D. Savarkar built the Patit Pavan temple at Ratnagiri, open to all castes of Hindu religion. Common dining programs were also arranged. Do you know? Manifestation of Renaissance in other areas. Just as the Reform movement, the development in various fields of literature, art, and science during the Renaissance period is also important. In the field of literature, Rabindranath Tagore, and in the field of science, C.V. Raman received the Nobel Prize. This gives us an idea of the progress in India. This progress was responsible for building up modern India. Stories, novels gave inspiration to gain independence. They also expressed thoughts on social reforms. During this period, women also took up writing. New newspapers and magazines became a source of social reform and political awakening. There was development in the field of art as well. Music became more popular. Indian style and Western techniques were combined and a new school of painting came forward. Many books were written based on science. People started realizing that experimentation and scientific attitude were important for the progress of the country. In the history of modern India, the movement of Renaissance is very important. On the principles of liberty, equality, and nationalism, the Indian social reformers set up a nationwide political movement. The study of this movement will be dealt in the next chapter.